on the second row, yes, there comes 58, garage British champion John Welsh, number 58, very talented Bill Stewart. Beside Bill, number 20, Lenny Payne, who runs a motor accessories business, Raynham here in Kent. On the outside of the third row, number 730, Dave Ward. Beside Dave Ward, 177, Bob Smith. And then we have, in fact, got a complete 8-car grid. And, of course, as we move up the grids, up the finals, of course, we get the quicker and, on this occasion anyway, the more reliable cars. And we do have a full 8-car left to go. Red, but Will goes away, and the traction of the VW Beetle off the line puts the Suffolk Farmer down into the lead as he goes into and around Chessons for the first time. Vic Moyce coming round to have a look, but Vic Moyce is going to go the long way if he can. And Vic Moyce coming up alongside Willy Veevers as they come down into, and the elbow for the first time, but it's Willy Veevers outbreaking Vic Moyce. Then comes Bill Stewart, Dave Ward, Len Payne, Mick Marchant, Bob Smith, and Des Howe as they go up the hill for the first time. Willy Veevers goes a bit wide going into that first corner. He moves over though and is going to close the door on Vic Moyce, or is he not? Willy Veevers goes very, very wide, and Vic Moyce is through onto the inside. Willy drifting wide on the exit of the corner, and Vic Moyce comes through into the lead. Willy Veevers coming away with him as they come down into Paddock Bend for the first time, and it's Quick Vic and Will Veevers coming through. It's WV and the VW in second place, but it's Vic Moyce who leads. Then comes and Len Payne goes spinning out broadly as they go on to Chessons, and Len Payne surely has had something break on his car. He spun wildly way out of my view down there on the lower reaches of the Canterbury Straight. Meantime, it's 366 Vic Moyce and 121 Willy Veevers, 58 Bill Stewart, 730 Dave Ward, 177 Bob Smith, 64 Mick Marchant, 105. That was Des Howe, and we can see Len Payne out there on the race circuit, round the outside of Chessons and doomed for retirement. So Lenny Payne, you can already put him down as being classified 8. As Willy Veevers now coming under a bit of pressure from Bill Stewart in second place, but it's Vic Moyce getting away a little bit now from Bill Veevers as they come down into and round Paddock Bend for the second time. Vic Moyce leads, Willy Veevers in the VW Beetle in second place. So a mixture of Formula C, B and D cars in this race. Willy Veevers the only Formula B car in it. Bill Stewart the only Formula C car. All the others are Formula D cars, and it's the Formula D car of Vic Moyce who leads. The order remaining the same as on the previous tour of the circuit. No positional changes looking too imminent at the moment, although David Ward is getting a little bit closer to the BDA 1600 of Bill Stewart there in third place. Meantime, Willy Veevers in a still fairly secure second. Still kicking himself out. Moyce is capitalising upon that, and Quick Vic from Sidcup still coming through in the lead in 366. Willy Veevers still second. Beetle of Willy Veevers as it goes down, and if anything, Willy a little bit perhaps closer to Vic Moyce on this tour, getting away from Bill Stewart a bit now in third place. We've built Bob Smith up now on the inside of Dave Ward into fourth place. It's still 366 Vic Moyce and 121 Willy Veevers, 58 Bill Stewart, 177 Bob Smith up now to 4, ahead of 730 Dave Ward, Mick Marchant in there in very close company. Then a bit of a gap to Des Howe, number 105, who can't quite get on the pace in this race, as the leaders are all up to and round the North Bend head, past Mabs Bank. Quick Vic down into the chicane. Willy Veevers very second place now. Willy Veevers closing on Vic Moyce quite noticeably there in Chessons. Can Willy Veevers do anything about Vic Moyce in these last few yards? I don't think he can, and it's going to be 366 Quick Vic Moyce who goes through into the B final. Vic Moyce wins it from 121 Willy Veevers, 58 Bill Stewart, 177 Bob Smith, 7th place driver comes through. That's 105 Des Howe, and classified 8th, as I said, will be number 20 Len Payne. So the winner there, 366 Vic Moyce, from 121 Willy Veevers. Barry Crump and Ray Housen with Vic Moyce getting in there with them, but what a great shame if 162 can't make it, because it's been a very good qualifying session for 162 Dave Ling. And we note that this race, according to our running order, should start at 10 past 4. And by heck, it's right on 10 past 4 now. This meeting running to almost to the very second. And all credit to the hard-working marshals from the Astra and Tunbridge Wells clubs And to say nothing of our very efficient breakdown crews who just an aircraft of the course, trotting down behind the grid with his grid sheets on the hand and anxious that this meeting runs right on time because Bill was a real Rallycross enthusiast and he wants to see the public get top value for money, and confirmation there then that one on Veevers, but Barry Willmot with the full injected car there on the third row of the grid. Very quick with that car. Number 77, Warwick Barnes, who's gone away into the lead. Warwick Barnes with Barry Crump coming up to dispute second place with Paul Bullivant. But Paul just edging ahead as they come down off the Chestnut Drift onto the Dover slope. And it's 77, Warwick Barnes from 118, Paul Bullivant, 50, Barry Crump, 100, Gary Baker, Vic Moyce, 366, moved up very well. Then comes 165, Barry Willmot, then a bit of a gap to 142, Ray Houghton. Those 7 cars all safely away with, of course, the non-starter classified 8, 162, Dave Ling. So, a train of cars round the North End hairpin and down Harry Hill for the first time with Paul Bullivant, who, remember, was the runner-up in the Formula C Class Championship behind Bob Brooks, who's now retired last year. So Paul Bullivant and the Bulldog Petroleum Silver Shield windscreens car there in second place. Garage the driver from Saffron Walton in specialises in BMWs, although now drives this ex-Keith Rip car very successfully, and he's still in second place behind the much improved Warwick Barnes. 50 Barry Crump third, then quick Vic Moyce in fourth with Gary Baker trying to come through on the inside of him, with Barry Willmot also there in hot contest, and those 6 cars well clear now of Ray Houghton as they go up to and round the North Bend hairpin, with Paul Bullivant going very wide and Barry Crump sneaking through into second place momentarily, and Barry Crump and Paul Bullivant at it hammer and tongs, and Paul Bullivant seems to let Barry Crump up into second place there, and there is Barry Crump in car number 50 heading through into second place. Barry Crump in second place. But these Fiesta drivers are all well aware of the fact that the TR8 is not the most reliable of machines. They probably seen it spoiling after 3.5 laps earlier this afternoon. They think to themselves, we'll well and truly warm this glider up over 4.5 laps. We'll spoil him out if we can't race him out. And I think they're putting as much pressure as they possibly can on Warwick Barnes at the moment, in the hope that the TR8 might not go the distance. But Warwick Barnes has certainly worked very, very hard on this car, both mechanically and as a driver, to make it fully competitive. And the man who at one time used to be a sheet metal fabricator for the Stewart Grand Prix Formula 1 team, now a businessman in his own right and a Rallycross driver in his own right, and a very well-deserved lead here for Warwick Barnes as he comes through in car number 27. 100 Gary Baker, 165 Big Barry Willmot. And of course we must not forget, we must not overlook the fact that a few years ago here in his Vauxhall Hilly, Warwick Barnes took an outright victory at Lydden Rallycross. So Warwick knows what it's like to win outright here at Lydden, and he'd love to do it again today, I'm sure. Looks like being the top Formula A car here today after all the gremlins that have fallen one way and another the way of the four-wheel drive cars. And still here in Great Britain, the four-wheel drive car yet to really establish itself. Although I think one can say that John Welsh has done that quite comfortably. And of course we must also remember that a four-wheel drive car took outright victory here in the championship in the shape of Jimmy Mavropoulos for the Quattro during 1984-85. But this time it doesn't look like being a four-wheel drive car that's going to be the leader of the championship. But he's coming through towards the completion of the 4.5 laps. The checkered flag is coming out, and it's going to be a very, very well-deserved victory for number 77, Warwick Barnes there, from number 50, Barry Crump, who's again the top Formula D man of the day. Barry Crump still ahead of Vic Moyce, who made a marvellous run into third place in 366, and Barry Willmot in 165, and then comes number 100, Gary Baker, with Paul Bullivant in a lot of bothers on that last lap, dropping way down into 6th position, ahead only of 142, Ray Houghton, who was 7th, and